I wanted to put together a little screencast to show you how you could quickly create your student Google Apps for Education account using the student account CSV file for your school. You can find that student account CSV file on your teacher desktop under the Teachers Community. So all of our Google Apps for Education accounts are the student's student number, and that's a YRDSB specific number, followed by @gaps.yrdsb.ca. All of these names here are fake names, so I've just made those up using the tool Random Name Generator if you're interested in doing that or you need to do it for your class. So student accounts, I don't have enough columns here, so I'm going to right click and insert a column to the right, and I will put in email, and the function I want to use is called concatenate. I will just start typing in the cell equals con, and there it is down at the bottom of the list. I don't even have to worry about how to spell it. Concatenate, and as you can read, it will combine several text strings into one. So what I will do is I'll say yes, I'm going to use that, and click on the function, and then I'll say what I want it to join. So I want it to join the student number, and I want to join it to the email extension. So I'll put in a comma, and then I'll put in a quotation mark, and @gaps.yrdsb.ca, and a closing quote, and I hit enter, and you can see that it has added that email extension onto that student number. Now the nice thing is I can do this for all of the schools at once. I simply click on the top student in the list and drag all the way down to the bottom of my list, and I will, I just want the one column. I will drag all the way down to the bottom of my list, and I will use Control D to copy that down, and we should see here now that I now have the Google Apps account address for every student in the school. So there's some other useful ways to use that concatenate function too. You can see here I've got student first name, student last name. Well, if I wanted to put those together into a full name, I could go ahead and do that. And so I will again use that concatenate function. So I'll type equals con, and I pull it up from the bottom of my list here by clicking on it, and then I'll say I want the first name, then I want a space, so I'll put in comma, quotation mark, space, close quotation mark, comma, and then I'll click on the last name. I will hit enter, and now I see Erica Warren. And again, I can do the same thing with all of the students in my school all at once really quickly just by clicking on the first cell, dragging down so that the full column is highlighted, and I can press Control D, Command D if you're on a Mac, to copy that down. And so I've got all of my students' full names. The other nice thing that I can do is I can actually sort by homeroom here. So if I just want to find the students in my class, you'll notice that if we look over here, all of these are sorted by grade, but not necessarily by the homeroom that they're in. So what I can go ahead and do is I can select my full sheet, and I can go to my data menu, and I'll click sort range, and it does have a header row. That's where our titles are. And so I actually want to sort by homeroom. So that'll get all the students in my homeroom together. And then I'll say, because I noticed I have lots of splits, I will sort by grade. And then I'll go by last name, and then by first name. So I've just clicked on the add another column, add another sort column as I've done that. So started out by homeroom, that will get me everyone in my homeroom, then by grade, then last name, first name, I click sort, and everything gets sorted out. We've got some things condensed here, so we'll just stretch them out so they all fit nicely again. And you can see that I've got everyone here. the grade 4s in grade 3, 4A, and then the grade 5s in 4, 5A, then the grade 4 in 4, 5B, and so it should all line up. So I've got my grade 6s for 6, 7A, and then my grade 7s for 6, 7A showing up like that. The thing to make sure is that if you have students who are in an SSC, they will appear at the bottom of the list. So if I wanted to reduce this list to just the students in my class, and let's say I taught that 6, 7A class, actually let's say I taught that grade 3, 4 class, let's say grade 3, 4B. So here's 3, 4A, I'm going to get rid of those students. And now I've got just the 3, 4Bs. And I know I can get rid of everybody else in the school, but I have a couple of students in an SSC class, so I don't want to delete them at the end of the day. So let's just go take a look here. There they are. Those students join my class for their integrated subjects, geography, science, etc. So I do want to make sure that they're in my class list so that I can share documents with them. So quick little lesson on how to use Concatenate to get your students Google Apps for Education, email addresses, and then a couple other ways that you can use that tool as well as a sort. Hope that's helpful to you, and good luck with starting your school year.